we were faced with the risk of default. And when I talk about trust, I'll just briefly explain to you how we were able to regain that trust in a short span of time, because we were on the verge of default. And you will bear me out that exporters faced great difficulties because of the fluctuating rate of currency. Nobody would even open LCs in that era. So with the right kind of policies, we averted a big crisis. But this time we've come back with a certain level of confidence because we averted default and we actually sacrificed our political capital for the betterment of the economy, for the betterment of the country and its people. Our priority this time and our slogan is that the government has no business being in business. And this is the policy that my Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has embarked upon. Why? Because we've seen over the past few decades that be it public sector organizations, be it public sector corporations or state-owned enterprises, they've not been able to deliver. And I will not pin the blame on any one political government. We are all a part of it. We've all contributed to the failures of these institutions. So when we say that the government has no business being in business, for building trust and attaining growth, we've gone towards a policy of privatization and of outsourcing. Our three major policies in this tenure have been of privatization of SOEs. And even in my ministry, where we are faced with the challenge of a fifth generation warfare, and my primary task is to counter misinformation, because a small amount of misinformation can cause irreparable damage to the economy. Any person sitting in any part of the world would just pick up a camera and say that, the Pakistani stock market is going to crash today, or a certain step is going to be taken by the terrorists today to create an unstable environment, to create instability. So we are faced with a challenge to create a stable and secure environment, to counter propaganda, to counter fake news, because it hurts the economy really badly. So as far as the policies are concerned, I would not take much of your time, but as I mentioned, the privatization and outsourcing and the slogan that government has no business being in business. Besides that, we have also embarked upon a journey of right sizing and downsizing in the government, because we have a huge bureaucracy. We have huge government departments who are just surviving on taxpayers' money and are contributing nothing to the economy. So when we talked about the Pakistan Public Works Department, for example, there was a leakage of hundreds of billions of rupees every year. A bold step was taken to shut down that department, and it has been implemented on the ground. Many corporations, many public sector organizations which have no role to play in this day and age, we're going to shut them down. Departments which contribute nothing to the economy but survive on billions of rupees of taxpayers' money.